What it do with it, YouTube? It's your boy Swiper480 back at it again with another banger video. Today's subject on hand, it's multiple subjects. It's really multiple subjects. I can say the subject on hand is the division between Chicanos and Paisas. And I can also say the subject on hand has to do with this dude. Give me a second. I'm not too sure what his name is, but his YouTube channel is Slugstown. So it kind of has to do with him. And it also kind of has to do with Dubs. Either or, it's revolving the raza, it's revolving Chicanos, it's revolving Paisas. So Slugs had a few things to say about Dubs because Dubs spoke about his political beliefs, and it seems like he leans towards the right. Slugs questioned Dubs, he questioned his political beliefs, and he had this to say.
So if you tell me that an individual who claims to be something in prison, an individual with the intellectual of that of a leader or somebody with status who was able to direct a group of people, didn't see that, didn't notice that, I don't believe it. Because if people remember, this same individual before said that if you cross the border, you're considered a criminal. So now all of a sudden, they're not going after criminals. Now all of a sudden, they're not criminals no more. I feel like the pressure of the true Mexicanos, Mexican Americans, so-called raza, who are not supporting that channel, is hurting him. Because our people, and I say our people, Mexican Americans, people that look like us from Central America, are paying attention. They know what's up.
Well, as you can see, he's trying to revoke Dub's Raza card. He's trying to revoke Dub's Raza pass and say Dubs can no longer speak up on the Raza. And the funny thing is, Slugs also brought up, Central Americans, including them, in the Raza. He included them a part of our community, which of course they are, in my humble opinion, every Hispanic is raza. So let's just say that right there. But he included them in the situation, and he was talking to them, saying, look at the way Dubs acts, this, that, the third. And I'm already thinking that's kind of hypocritical of him to even say that. Because if you don't know, there's a situation going on in Mexico. Let's go ahead and look at this clip.
¡Regresa a ellos! ¡Vete allá! ¡Vete con ellos! ¡Aquí no eres bienvenido! ¿Hay centros de detención en los Estados Unidos que son parecidos a campos de centro?
¡Váyase a la verga! ¡Váyase a la verga! No se vale que digas eso.
No. Que la paz esté contigo, amigo. Que la paz esté contigo. Bendiciones en tu camino.
¡No los queremos!
So as you see, you got people in Mexico policing their country, policing on who's allowed to be in their country, who should receive benefits in their country, and all that. some may say they kind of sound like Republicans. You know, they kind of sound like the people that are here that they're so against. It sounds really hypocritical in my eyes. It really does sound hypocritical. I'm not too sure what you guys think. Be sure to drop down your comments in the comment section. I know this may ruffle some feathers, and I'm gonna have people dissing, people talking crazy in the comment section, and that's okay. I welcome every comment. You know, every comment is welcome with open arms. Be sure to like the video too while you're commenting. Anyways, so my next question is, who is Slugs to revoke anybody's card? Like, who is he to say, oh, since you're a Republican and you have these type of views, you are no longer raza? I never once in my life thought that just because I'm a Chicano, just because, you know, my grandmother is from Zacatecas, you know, and my grandfather is from Guadalajara, that I have to automatically become a Democrat. It's really surprising to me that the Hispanic community always votes left. They always vote left. And we already know, you know, the left, they're leading the scoreboard. They're leading the scoreboard on deportation. Whether you believe it or not, it's facts. It's scientifically proven that they're the number one party that's leading the scoreboard on deportation. I understand not liking Trump. I understand not liking the way he speaks. I understand just not liking him because of his mouth. But at the end of the day, what's the difference if he's woofing? What's the difference if he's talking all this crazy stuff if his actions aren't as crazy as his mouth? You know, he claims he's going to deport a lot of people, this, that, the third. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to accomplish that. I'm not saying he's not. But when you have the left and they claim to be for the people, you know, but they're over here deporting people, they're leading the scoreboard on deportation. It's like, what party are we supposed to lean with, you know? I'm not gonna really get too further into actual politics, but we can see, like, the left is not for the people. They portray to be, but they're really not for the people. Some people may say they are, you know, because of the food stamps and the housing, this, that, the third. But at the end of the day, it's like they're kind of giving us crumbs, you know. They're kind of giving us crumbs. I'm not saying I'm for housing or I'm for food stamps, because I'm for getting off your ass and going to chase a bag. I'm just saying they're not really giving us much. They're, if anything, they're kind of handicapping us, because even when you have a job, like, your benefits kind of go away. So it's like, what's the purpose of even working? Let's just depend off this government, you know. And I'm not for that. But anyways, go ahead and drop down your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Dubs. Is he in the wrong for, you know, having Republican views, you could say? Is Slugs in the wrong for questioning Dubs' political views? Or is Slugs right? You know, does he have the authority to question people's Raza's card? Is Slugs able to be like, you know, you're no longer a part of the Raza? Does he have that authority to question people? Let me know. With all that being said, this was Swiper480. This was my video. This was my opinion. And I'm out. Peace.